إن عدة الشهور عند الله 12 شهرا في كتاب الله يوم خلق السماوات والأرض منها أربعة دين القيم فلهم فيهن أنفسكم وقاتلوا المشركين كافة كما يقاتلونكم كافة واعلموا أن الله مع المتقين. صدق الله العظيم.
This is the translation. Bismillah. Indeed, the number of months with Allah is 12 months in the register of Allah from the day He created the heavens and the earth. Of these 4 are sacred. That is the correct religion. So do not wrong yourselves during them, and fight against the disbelievers collectively as they fight against you collectively. And know that Allah is for those that fear Allah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Salatu as-salam ala ashraf al-anbiya'i wal-mursaleen wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsan ila yawmiddin. Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Alhamdulillah, we're having quite a few talks now, and inshallah this will be today's maze. Those of us and for those of you watching, inshallah, MisbahInstitute, we're looking to do, inshallah, we're looking to be Muslims and benefit the Muslim community. And what we do so far, we started around October, August, and just recently, alhamdulillah, we had 96 people go to the conference and stuff. Endearment of the Heart with Sheikh Habib Umar. And alhamdulillah, 9 of us left there. An event just for new Muslims. Coming event next month, inshallah, we should begin a class of teaching Arabic, the alphabet. It's a free class, inshallah. You need to be published on the website. If you want to find out more, ask myself or anyone else, and they'll give you those details. They will be free. They should be either Monday or Tuesday. Look for the details on the website or ask me. After, inshallah, we will also start asking some basic tajweed. Those want to practice Arabic, and all of these will be free, inshallah. And ask myself or anyone, inshallah. As for the matter talk, what we're going to do, inshallah, I will introduce Sheikh, and we will talk about Islamic months, their significances and virtues. The Sheikh will, inshallah, give us the blessing of his learning. The Sheikh will give a talk for about 20 to 30 minutes. After which we'll open the floor. Any questions you have on the topic or any questions at all, as you'll know, inshallah, Shaykh is mashallah very learned and will benefit from any of his experience and any questions that you have, inshallah. We'll have a Q&A, and afterwards, inshallah, if you want to speak to the Shaykh personally or just meet and greet and have some tea, it's there for you, inshallah. What I'll do, I'll introduce the Shaykh. I'll give introduce his depth of his studies. The Sheikh Mujahid Ali, Sheikh Ali, he's a lecturer at Ibrahim College. Sheikh Mujahid Ali came to England at a young age and was brought up in the north of England. During his teens, he started his Islamic studies at the Institute of Islamic Education in Dewsbury. For those of you who know, mashallah, it's a very famous and learned institute in this country, producer of many ulama. It's in West Yorkshire, and he studied the Islamic studies according to the Dars Nizami curriculum. In 2002, he completed his hadith studies under Sheikh al-Hadith, Mufti Muslihuddin, Sheikh Yusuf Darwan, Sheikh Mufti Musa Badat, and Sheikh Abu Qasim, from whom he received ijazah. He then traveled to Syria for further studies in hadith under several mashayikh, scholars such as Sheikh Muhammad Asad Sa'id al-Sajjarji al-Dimashqi, and also studied advanced Arabic at Ma'had al-Lugha, a branch of Damascus University. Since 2004, the Sheikh has been an Arabic language and tajweed teacher at Ibrahim College. He's also, whilst both teaching these books, he has also compiled an anthology of Arabic literature as a literature textbook. He's also written a commentary on Al-Muqaddib al-Jazair, if I got this right, Al-Jazariya? Jazariya, Jazakumullah khair, in tajweed, both inshallah which soon be published. He's currently the head of the Arabic language at Ibrahim College. The Sheikh also has ijazah in the 7th qira'ah, is that correct? Yeah, the 7th qira'ah, mashallah. And from the Institute of Islamic Education, Dewsbury. And again, he teaches to advanced tajweed students. And alhamdulillah, he's an expert in the Arabic language, in tajweed and hadith. And I'm sure he's picked up a couple of other things during his studies, inshallah. So please have the benefit of asking any question you have, not just on the topic. So without further ado, I'll pass it on.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most mercy-giving, may the peace and blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon His Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his progeny and his family and his companions and all those who will follow and continue to follow Prophet Muhammad to the day of judgment. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, brothers and sisters, for this beautiful occasion, for giving us the opportunity to gather here to understand and to enhance our knowledge in Islam. And I thank the brother Misbah and many others who have invited me to come and take part in this. And thank you very much for having me. I've been asked to talk about Islamic months, the significance of the month and the virtues of the month. There is a verse in the Quran, chapter 26, verse 62, a very important verse. It said, هو الذي جعل الليل والنهار خلفة لمن أراد أن يذكر أو أراد شكورا. Translation: it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has created a layl, the night and the day, خلفة, in succession. لمن أراد أن يذكر. Then Allah explained why He created the day and the night. He said, for the one who desires, or for the one who wishes to remember, or he wishes to be grateful to Allah. So the alteration of the day and the night, or in other words, the creation of the day and the night that Allah has created, is for us to remember God. It's for us to remember Allah. So every second, every day, every week, every month, every year is very precious in the eyes of Allah, because we are preparing for the hereafter. We are here, we are using this time. Time is very precious. We have to utilize our time, because the alteration of the day and the night, in another verse Allah says, إِنَّ فِي اخْتِلَافِ اللَّيْلِ وَالنَّهَارِ لَآيَاتٍ. In the alteration of the day and the night, there are clear signs for the men of intellect. The reason why Allah is saying men of intellect, because a lot of people, they think that time is here to kill. You know, like your young people will say today, let's kill time. And the Quran, Allah is saying, no, time is not there to kill, for you to utilize it, because every second that you breathe, you will be asked about it on the day of judgment. The verse that the brother read, and I've also have taken a bit, some part of the verse, as you could see. Allah the Almighty says, إِنَّ عِدَّةَ الشُّهُورِ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ 12 شَهْرًا فِي كِتَابِ اللَّهِ يَوْمَ خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ مِنْهَا أَرْبَعَةٌ حُرُمٌ. The number of the months according to Allah is 12 months, mentioned in the book of Allah on the day in which He created heaven and the earth. Among these 12 months, there are 4 sanctified. One may question, I thought all the 12 months are sanctified. Why only 4? The question is good. And it's true, all the months are sanctified, because in the first verse that I've translated for you, we are here to prepare ourselves for the hereafter. So everything that we do, every second that we breathe, is for the preparation of the hereafter. So we have to value that time. But these 4 months that Allah mentioned, 4 months are sanctified, is because the sanctity of these 4 months was accepted by the disbelievers as well, even at the time of the Prophet ﷺ. So the Quran only came and affirmed that. We will look at the month, inshallah ta'ala, in order. The first month that we have is Muharram. In Arabic it's called Muharram. It's also one of the sanctified months as well. So that's the first month. Now, the Prophet of Allah, peace be upon him, is to fast excessively in this month. Again, voluntarily. And if you want to fast, you could do so as well. It is not an obligation, but the Prophet of Allah, he himself is to fast. He was asked that, why do you keep a lot of fasting this month? It's not Ramadan. The Prophet said, peace be upon him, the best fast after the fast of Ramadan are those of the month of Muharram. So it becomes a sunnah now. So if you were to fast in the month of Muharram, then you will get reward for fasting, and you also will get reward for following the way of Muhammad, peace be upon him. Also in